I've dropped a message as well.
Perfect. Just
You are on mute.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone, whichever part of the world you're joining from. Welcome to Turning Point Toastmasters, meeting number 374. I am Toastmaster Utkarsh, your sergeant at arms for the day. Let me read out the mission statement of our club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and, of course, personal growth. You're now inside the code of conduct of a Toastmasters meeting, and please be advised that this meeting is being recorded and that it may not be possible to pause the recording. Here are the few meeting rules for the audiences. Please be advised that any behavior that disturbs the flow of the meeting will result in removal from the meeting room without any warning. Please ensure that your noise-making devices are either switched off or on silent mode. I will do it right away, and I give everyone 5 seconds to please switch off your noise-making devices, especially your phone. Please speak responsibly on religion, sex, and politics in your speeches. As far as possible, please keep your videos on, audio off, and applause flowing throughout. Be the kind of audience for others you would like to have for yourself. For the role players, the meet role players, the Toastmaster of the day, table topic master, and general evaluator, please ensure a smart audio video check before handing over to the respective role players. All the role players, please rename yourself as the role player as the prefix followed by your name. Please acquaint yourself with the role of the timer. The timer will definitely use the screen sharing to indicate time using one of the 3 cards. Green would mean that you have reached the minimum qualifying time. Yellow would indicate that it is a good time to start concluding. And red would specify that you have 30 seconds more or you will be disqualified. Individual session timings will be explained in due time. Few general rules for everyone. We encourage that you to use the Zoom emoticons generously to encourage role players. We sincerely request you not to send any chat messages to everyone or any of the speakers on stage. In fact, refrain from chatting altogether and just focus on the speaker. Reiterating what for one final time, please stay on mute until specifically requested to unmute. And the polls for all the roles will be launched after each section, and they will be closed after 30 seconds. Now it's my absolute privilege to introduce you to our presiding officer of the day, who is Toastmaster Megha. She's a practicing chartered accountant by profession and a family person by heart. Toastmaster Megha's journey is a true testament to the power of meaningful connection, influencing us every day with her sheer grit and determination for the club. Driven by her childhood dream to speak influentially in public, she joined Toastmasters not just to refine her communication skills, but also to build a network that resonates with her values and ambitions, which is why there's so much emphasis today on connections and networking. And of course, you will get to know eventually why we're talking about it so much. But for now, please join me in welcoming the Vice President Education of our club, Toastmaster Megha, as she makes her inaugural presiding officer address. Let's welcome her with a huge round of applause. Toastmaster Megha, let me spotlight you and have a quick audio video check with you.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you're perfectly audible and visible. Over to you. Stage is yours, Toastmaster Megha.
Can we have a huge round of applause for our Sergeant at Arms, who is also our immediate past president? Thank you, Toastmaster, for setting the right tone for the meeting and for such a wonderful introduction. I urge all the people present to strictly follow the rules conveyed by him. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and my dear guests. I feel honored to welcome you all to yet another inspiring, educating, challenging, and equally exciting meeting of Turning Point Toastmaster. Now, this has become a ritual of every Thursday to join a Toastmasters meeting. For me, Thursday is not just a day in a week, it is thoughtful, it is thrilling, and it is transformative for me, and I'm sure for you all as well. Now, before we move to the agenda, let's first wholeheartedly welcome the guests which are present today and who took out time to understand, to certainly know how Toastmasters work. But before we do that, let us first know a little bit about you all. So I would request each member, as I speak the name, to unmute yourself and just introduce yourself briefly. What led to you to the meeting, and what are you looking forward to? So starting from Mahindra Kumar Tarachand.
Good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Can you please
I'm,
switch on your camera? It would be
no, I don't think I can.
okay. That's completely okay. So
I am
please,
from District 102,
uh,
Malaysia.
okay. Please tell us something about yourself. Like what led you to this meeting, and what are you looking forward to?
That's what I told you. I am from District 102, Malaysia, the Toastmasters Club, Kulwang Toastmasters Club. I've been a Toastmasters member for 35 years, charter member of my club, and having 100% attendance at my club meetings. Now, when online started, I tried to attend as many club meetings as I can since I enjoy Toastmasters and I learned a lot.
It's so good to know about you, Mahindra. Like you are so religiously attending each meeting of Toastmasters. Of where are you the member of? It feels so good to know that such dedication that you come each time to Toastmasters Club, and we look forward to to have to make this meeting wonderful and exciting for you too.
Thank
So
you.
moving ahead, our next guest is Manohar Borawar.
Hello, hi everyone.
Hi, Manohar. Welcome you to the Toastmasters Club. So, could you please give a brief intro about yourself?
So I am a civil engineer and I train people on engineering softwares. So, and I was following Toastmaster from a long time. I always wanted to join it, but somehow I was thinking I'll join when I will settle down in a city because my work involves a lot of travel. So this time I thought there are options for online clubs also. So that's why I was exploring other Toastmaster clubs. So that's why I'm here.
Okay, good to know about you, Manohar. We literally wish that whatever vision, whatever mindset or the goals you want to achieve or the skills you want to have in you, we are able to, give that valuable meeting, that valuable interaction to you throughout the meeting. And feedback is something the breakfast of champions, and we at the TPTM are no less than a champion. So I would request each guest, I will come back to you at the end of the meeting and will definitely try to know the feedback, the areas of improvement which you have, and that we can inculcate, that we can incorporate in our further meetings. Thank you, everybody. Now, moving to the agenda, we have the lineup of speakers, we have evaluations, we have the impromptu speaking section. So let's not waste any further time and let's welcome our Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Neeraj Singla, who is also our present president, our current president. Now, introducing her, she is a data scientist by profession and a Punjabi by heart. She is a big time foodie and likes to dabble with different things like makeup, driving, yoga, etc. She enjoys watching TV series and hanging out with friends. She had started her Toastmasters journey in March 23 and has definitely come a long way. Today, she will be giving you all the insights about networking. So, over to you, Toastmaster Neeraj.
Thank you so much, Madam Presiding Officer. Am I audible and visible?
Yes,
Yes.
you are audible and visible.
Thank you so much for such a thoughtful introduction. I am literally flattered by it. Hello, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I welcome you all to this informative meeting where we will talk about how to unleash the power of networking. Before I talk more about this, I want to ask an icebreaker question to everyone. You can write your answers in the chat box, and I will come to this icebreaker question at the end of this meeting. I want you to answer two questions. First question is, where are you from? And next question is, what is your Toastmasters goal? Please write with a very definite answer. Don't write a good communicator, a good lead to have a leadership skills. Write a very specific answer, for example, to improve confidence in business meetings, to improve speeches, to build connections, like very specific goal that you are looking for in a short term. Okay. Let's move on to how to unleash the power of networking. Before I talk anything about it, it's really important to understand what is networking and why it's important for all of us. So anybody would like to answer this question? What is networking and why it's important to us as a human? Megha.
Like we are social animals, right? So we cannot live in isolation. We need people to communicate, to live. We cannot live just alone. So for that, but there is some set of etiquette, some set of I think communication skills that we should have to like to smoothly have that process of networking, to connect, to be able to connect with people. So it is very important for us as a human beings.
I agree with you, Megha. Networking is important because we are a social animal. Anybody else would like to attempt this question? Please turn on your video, guys. I cannot see you. I cannot interact with you. Priyesh, would you like to go?
Yeah, sure. Why not? So for me, networking, I'll say meeting different people gives me a exposure to learning what's happening around. So that's what networking brings to my life. On top of that, I feel like most of the opportunities that I have got in life are because of people who I know who knew something and they guided me towards that path. So networking also leads to good mentors. And the third point I'll say like is just have a good group to have fun around, and that's bring joy to life. So those are three things I'll say.
Okay.
Cool.
So Priyesh says that networking is important to make friends and to find a good mentor. I agree with you. Uh, Anybody from the audience who has not turned on their videos? Utkarsh?
Yes. The question is, what is networking and how it's
Why
important
it's
for me?
important?
Uh, Networking is, for me, is exchange of any kind of information or meeting people not from your community or not from your job profile, and trying to find commonality, trying to build strong relationships with them, and at the same time have like basic human instinct of connecting on a unifier. So that is networking for me, and I'm sure it has opened several doors for me. I think I used to live in a cocoon, but via Toastmasters, I think I've shedded that skin a lot. So I have tried to network. I've learned the skill of networking a lot via Toastmasters, and because of which it has led to. I think Ashok is is unmuted. So because of it has led a lot of opportunities in my life. So yeah, networking is very crucial, and something that I am working on and improving. And huge shout out goes to my journey in Toastmasters.
Thank you so much, Utkarsh. This is the exact answer I was looking for. When we say networking, it is not restricted to just sharing the business cards, just sharing the contacts with each other. It is more about building the connections. The connections that is made of trust and mutual respect. The mutual respect and trust that we build helps us to benefit from this relationship for the long term in both professional and personal context. And bear in mind, when I'm saying networking, it is not just restricted to get good opportunity to meet new clients. It's much more than that, and we should always look networking from that perspective. So when I'm saying networking, it is about exchanging your expertise with somebody else. Suppose you are a data scientist. You look in the past and you find out this is all the skills that you can share with somebody. And similarly, when you share your skills, then the person, maybe you are a chartered account, you would be willing to share your expertise with me, and that's how we can exchange the knowledge with each other. And second is to help others. As a human, it's very important for us, like it's give when we help somebody, it gives us helping high. So when we look for networking, we always approach networking that we want to help somebody. So this is another aspect of uh, networking, because as a human, when somebody helps us, we work on reciprocity principle. Maybe down the line, after 2 3 years, when we need that person, we will reach out to that person because we have helped that person today. They are more likely to help us maybe after 2 3 years. So always focus on long term goals that who can help you whenever needed in the future. And third, the most important thing, which Megha has also mentioned, the importance of networking comes when we want to improve our communication skills. When we talk with different genders, ethnicities, different age groups, then we realize that when we do networking, we cannot interact with everybody in the same way. So there are lots of tough questions that comes in the way, and with networking, with the networking helps us to brush up those skills. So these are some important aspects that we should keep with us when we are doing networking. Okay, so I will discuss more about the importance of networking, challenges of the networking, some good tips with you. But before doing that, let's go to our normal meeting. A typical Toastmasters meeting consists of 3 sections. First section is speeches, where prepared speakers come on the stage and give a speech. Second section is table topic section, where you will be given a topic and you will need to think on your feet. And third section is evaluation section. As I said, evaluation section. Let's call our general evaluator on the stage. Our general evaluator is the most humble and kind member of the club and a true leader. Currently, he is serving as a program quality director at District 41 and working as a Markov lead at Google. He's a sports enthusiast and loves to play all kind of sports like cricket, tennis, esports in FIFA. Please welcome with a thunderous applause, exuberant Anshuman Mishra on this stage to explain his role.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Neeraj, and good evening, everyone. I look forward to an exciting meeting with all of us. And to make an exciting meeting truly exciting, what can be helpful is to look forward to the next challenge for the next meeting of what we learned from today's meeting. And for that, a very important component is evaluation. My role today is just that. As a general evaluator, I'm going to evaluate all the roles being played in the meeting today. Not just that, I'll also share my report at the end of the meeting of how we performed overall in terms of managing the meeting. I'm not alone in this. I have two speech evaluators, Toastmaster Priyesh and Toastmaster Ravi, who are going to evaluate the speeches. And I also have my beloved tag team with me, who's going to play, who are going to play their respective roles. I'd like to invite them one by one to introduce their respective roles, starting with Toastmaster Amit, who's playing the role of timer for today evening. Toastmaster Amit, uh, kindly come on the stage and introduce your role.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and general elevator. I will be your timer, and my work to assist with you all with your timings. Just as we know, for speeches we have 5 to 7 minutes, and I will and table topics we will have 1 to 2 minutes, and for evaluation we will have 2 to 3 minutes for evaluation. At the beginning, at the minimum time of completion of every speech, I will show green card. So I am sharing. Okay, please give me share access so I can share my cards. And at the middle of the speech, minimum at the middle of the timing, I will share yellow card. And at the at the full time, I will share green card. And after that time, you all will have 30 seconds grace time to complete your speeches. And thank you for that. I'm sharing my thoughts now. It is visual. So let me try again. Okay. Uh, this is green card, this is yellow card, and this is red card. I will be share with all the speeches, table topics, and
Toastmaster Amit, your voice is breaking a bit.
thank you.
Maybe it's due to your Wi-Fi. So you might want to try switching off your video, just in case it breaks in the future too. The bottom left corner signal screen can indicate how your Wi-Fi is performing. It's red right now, so you might want to see how to correct that. Next, I'd like to invite Toastmaster Eti, who's playing the role of our counter for today evening. Toastmaster Eti, please come on the stage and introduce your role for all of us.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you're audible and visible and incredible. Please go ahead.
You. Good evening, everyone. Today I'm playing the role of our counter for this wonderful Toastmaster meeting, number 374. My role is to note down all the filler used by speakers and role players. Filler words are words like you can say, I know, like, I mean, you know, so, but, well. Along with that, any unintentional sounds like mm, or and any unintentional pauses or excessive pauses will also be taken care by me. Because all of these combined together will impact the quality of the speech. Thank you. I will be sharing my report by the end of the meeting.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Eti, for introducing your role so crisply. Last but not the least, I'd like to invite the grammarian for today evening, our immediate past president, so very passionate Toastmaster, Utkarsh.
Thank you so much, Mr. General Evaluator. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I will be your grammarian of the day. My job would constitute keeping a tab on any kind of good usage and perhaps maybe not so good usage when it comes to the grammar, pronunciation, or any kind of good vocabulary that you use in your speeches. So that would be my role. And my role would also constitute giving a word of the day. So the word of the day for today is leverage. Leverage, leverage, which means the ability to influence situations or people so that you can control what happens or achieve a desired result. The usage could be, and I would give the usage in a Toastmasters term, by leveraging the diverse experiences of fellow Toastmasters, you can enhance your own communication skills and possibly expand your professional network. Another example could be one can leverage its Toastmaster experience to enhance its leadership abilities. I request everyone to use the word of the day in their speeches so that we all could learn to apply the usage of any new words that we learn. I also request everyone to encourage and show appreciation for anyone who used the word of the day by either using the thumbs up emoticon or showing a thumbs up literally if the camera is on. And I'll also write the word of the day and its meaning in the chat box for everyone's perusal. And I will be back to present my report towards the end of the meeting. But for now, I pass the baton back to our Mr. General Evaluator, Toastmaster Anshuman. Over to you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Utkarsh, and I wish all of us very best for a great meeting. Thank you for having me on stage. Over to you, Toastmaster Neeraj, to take forward the proceedings.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Anshuman, for explaining and your team all responsibilities very duly. Now let's move on to first section, which is speeches by the prepared speakers. Our first speaker is fervent and ready to go the extra mile for any club task. Currently, she is serving as an associate VP at. She is an assistant professor and researcher by profession. She is a gold medalist and a proud author. She likes to travel and listen to Hindi songs. She is a fun-loving and easygoing person who loves to write. She has just started her Toastmasters journey, a coffee addict and a chocolate lover. But before calling our first speaker, I would like to call her evaluator, Priyesh Kumar Singh, to share the speech objective.
Hi, so today Anna will be attempting her speech level 1, speech with purpose, of a motivational strategies pathway. The title of her speech is Finding the Silver Lining. Back to you, Toastmaster Neeraj.
Thank you so much, Priyesh, for sharing the objectives. Aina, a quick audio video check.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are audible and perfectly visible. Aina, find the silver lining. Find the silver lining, Aina.
It's all about perspective. When you shift your focus from negative to positive, you can find lot of amazing things in your life. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, good evening. Tonight, I would like to share a recent realization that I've had. Last year, I relocated from Chandigarh back to Gurgaon for a new job. Although I was not excited about this move, but it was necessary. Everything was manageable until my right shoulder got hurt a couple of weeks back. Doctor prescribed me medicine for at least 10 days and recommended physiotherapy. Also, I had to wear this arm sling for almost a week because my shoulder could not bear the weight of my arm. Everything became very difficult for me. I could not even perform the basic tasks like writing, eating, or even sleeping. Everything became a struggle. During this challenging period, my university assigned me a significant amount of work. We were asked to prepare some files from scratch for an upcoming inspection. Despite my condition, I was still given new tasks. How was I supposed to do everything with my left hand? I didn't know. My colleagues could not help me much because they were swamped with their own work. As a result, I struggled to keep up. And I found myself missing my previous job a lot, where everybody was so loving, kind, and supporting. I deeply regretted leaving that place. Keeping my frustration aside, I focused on completing my task and as best as I could. I somehow managed to finish all the work, all the files, and the inspection also went smoothly. Later that day, in the evening, as I was relaxing with a cup of coffee in my hand, I reflected on how I had managed to get everything done. I, how I had managed to get everything done quicker than I had anticipated. The realization stuck me. It wasn't just me. A junior of mine helped me in a lot of ways. She helped me to eat, she helped me to arrange the documents for my file. One colleague took the task of completing one file by himself, even though it was supposed to be a joint effort. Then another colleague offered Reiki healing to ease the pain of my shoulder, and she always carried my bags literally every day. They were very heavy, but she always carried my bags. Then there was one colleague who would bring sandwiches for me just because he knew I liked them. And my favorite, I have this coffee partner who listens to me every day and motivates me every day. And on top of all this, everybody helped me to write, helped me in stapling the files and punching the sheets. So all the files they got ready very quickly. In the end, I realized that there are kind and supporting people here as well. I had been so focused on the positives of my previous job that I overlooked the positive of my current one. While not everybody here is a friend, and also not every situation is ideal, but there are some genuinely good people here who makes the difference. Moreover, this job allowed me to return home and reunite with my family after almost 5 years. I could enjoy the food made by my mother with so much love. I could fights with my younger brother literally every day for no reason, and to feel the protection of my dad, how he protects me from everything. I felt so happy. And also, this job led me to this amazing club where I met so many beautiful souls who are always helping me, supporting me, and motivating me in my public speaking journey. And guess what? My shoulder is better. I can raise my hand now. Trust me, it was very difficult for me to do. It is healing fast with the love and care of all these people. So, not everything is bleak. When we shift our focus from negative to positive, we can often find lot of good things in our lives. These small yet significant positives, they make our everyday life easy, and they bring smile to our faces. And I think at the end of the day, that's what truly matters. Thank you.
Can we have a huge, huge round of applause for Toastmaster Aina for delivering such a wonderful and informative speech? And I'm really glad, Aina, your hand is better now, and now you can do whatever you want. Now, I would like to take 1 minute of silence for everybody to share your feedback with Aina. Timer, please note and inform me when 1 minute is over. Thank you so much. Timer 1 minute is over. Now move on to our second speaker. Our second speaker is a soft-spoken and sweetest member of the club and a very, very talented speaker. She loves combining the logical world of engineering with the insightful realm of psychology. In her free time, you will find her constantly exploring new ways to live creatively. Whether it's through gardening, practicing yoga, traveling to new places, trekking, or honing her public skills, she is up for any adventure. But before calling our second speaker, I would like to call her evaluator, Ravi Bhartwaj, to share the speech objective.
I'm audible and visible.
You're audible and visible. Go on.
Okay. So Ashma is attempting speech of level 4 project manage changes in dynamic leadership path. The purpose of this project is to practice developing a change management plan. The purpose of the speech is to share some aspect of a change management plan. So all the best, Ashma.
Ashima, a quick audio video check.
Am I audible?
You're audible and visible and looking incredible. Ashima Trehan, shifting gears, Ashima Trehan.
Imagine you are working on something that you have mastered, something you believe in deeply. Well, that's me and my team in the youth skilling project. We were all about youth skilling, training the youth, helping them with their careers, and placing them in a good companies. Well, we are so comfortable with this work that we have that proudly. We are proud that we are making a difference in someone's life. So I'm actually literally very much comfortable that I could even conduct a training session in my sleep, although I don't recommend trying that. So one day I was sitting on my table and pretty satisfied with what we are doing. Suddenly a phone rings. Well, that's my boss, a zonal head. Hi Ashma, how are you doing? You and your team are doing great. She starts. But then she continues. Well, we are planning to shifting our gaze. Now we are focusing on the daughters of the truck drivers. And my first reaction, I froze. Wow, that's interesting. A second reaction, how on the earth we are going to do it? And when I tell this to my team, you could literally hear the voice of the jaws hitting the floor. Yes, we are all about youth skilling. We know how to do it. We had done to it science. And now we have been told to change this youth skilling to training to our daughters of the truck drivers. It's not about skilling anymore. It's about understanding their world. It's about understanding their challenges. We need to rethink everything from our methods to the approaches. It's like we are getting a box of a puzzle, but this time we have all the pieces, but we didn't have a picture of how we have to complete it. Well, we decided the first step we took to understand, to build a relationship with the truck drivers and their families. We literally hit the road running. We traveled, we went to the truck drivers, we talked to them, we tried to understand their challenges, the challenges their daughters are facing, their aspirations, their aims, what exactly they wanted to do in their life. It was challenging but incredibly rewarding. Now we are not at all the educators, but we have become a part of their life. Once we had a good understanding, a clarity about what the daughters are looking for, then the next step is to tailor
to tailor our training programs accordingly. So that is something we are good at. We just can't offer them our regular training program. We need to make it align with their dreams and aspirations, and that was challenging. But we did it. Throughout this entire process, communication is the key. We make sure that from the team to the families to all the truck drivers, everybody in the loop. We literally went to the community meetings. We went to the societies. We went to the small groups where we find the truck drivers. And we spoke to them. We spoke to each and every member of our team so that everybody is in the loop. Of course, doubts are there. Of course, everybody has a doubt, from the team to myself, that whether we are going to pull this off. There are trainers who have doubt on themselves whether their training skills, the one we are using for youth skilling, are going to help us with this new initiative. But we don't let that doubt to take over with this, and we use that to fuel it our creativity. Somewhere we started finding a link between our old training skills to this new initiative, and everything began to click. We decided that how we are going to tailor our programs, how we need to do our training in a way that our old skills can be useful. And it's becoming a part of our life, that we are making a difference but in a new way. Then suddenly we are finding the path. It's more about now creating a difference in their life. We are started enjoying the process. I was it was like, it was no longer the change, the shifting gears that is affecting us. Now we are comfortable with this change. Now we are understanding that what exactly we are doing and how we are doing it. But when during this whole process, we were, everybody in the team was into. Everybody knows that what exactly they are doing. So this, looking back, the transformation, the changing direction is not something that is affecting us. Now it has become a transformation. We realize that change doesn't have anything with the fear. It is a new way to it's a new way to opportunity, how we can it's a new way to innovate, it's a new way how we can make a difference in the lives of others. So the experience taught us that with the right mindset, even with the most daunting challenge can turn into the most rewarding achievement or experience. So that's what we do. Thank you so much. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Aina for sharing her story, where they all displayed exemplary leadership skills? Toastmaster Ashima, I loved the way you move from one position to another position while switching different characters. I love this idea, and I will definitely try to inculcate this in me. Now, I would request everyone to take 1 minute to share the feedback with Toastmaster Ashima. And timer, please note and inform me when 1 minute is over. Thank you so much, timer. 1 minute is over. I hope everybody has shared their feedback with Ashima. Now moving back to our theme. Here in this, I would like to discuss with everyone about your networking style. We have very diverse people here from Gurgaon, Rajasthan, Agra, Bareilly, Haryana, from all over India. This is how we learn, right? From different people have different style of networking. So this session is particularly where we will learn from each other and understand the best way of approach somebody. Then I will share some tips and tricks that is applied for everywhere wherever you go. But before that, let's ask you your about your style of networking. And I would like to start with Anshuman Mishra. He's a very influential leader in Google. Let's ask him how he network with other people in his organization.
Um, Thank you, Neeraj, for putting me in spotlight. Though sorry, I won't be able to put on my video right now. But definitely, I can share my thought on networking. One thing I learned about networking is that when you genuinely require to network, that's the worst time to network, because whenever you do require help, that is when, if you approach someone, the other person may just sense that you're just trying to seek help from that person, and then we know what happens, right? The probability of getting that help is on the lower side. So the best time to network is when we don't require any networking. And the best way to network, definitely for me, is to help out or connect or just catch up over tea or coffee. Just a simple connection can pay huge dividends down the line, be it from unrelated network. You may never know how, when you may be of help, or you may gain help from someone just because of a random connection. So today, when you're free, when you're happy, when you're chilled out, it's always good to just go out and connect with people whom you'd want to connect, because tomorrow you may never know how that network may help you.
Thank you so
Over to
much,
you, Tosman.
Anshuman, for sharing beautiful insights. Just to summarize, he said never network when you need help. Just build genuine connection and they will help you when it's needed. Now let's move to another leader that we have in TCS, Bala. Bala, would you like to share your style of networking with everybody present here?
If you had asked me this question before 2019, I would have said that it's a wrong question to me because I am a super introvert. I hardly used to network with people. I was busy with my work, coming back home, be at home, not even much friends, nothing like that. Then in 2019, I happened to go to Netherlands. That is, and by end of 2019 or beginning of 2020, COVID stuck. And I was confined to the four walls of my home. I did not know what to do because how much can a person work? How much can a person read? Then I started calling up people who were in my school days, my friends, who were in my college days, my friends. And then suddenly I found that I have made some networking. So the positive of COVID for me was networking. It gave me a lot of people and my old friends back to me. Secondly, one more thing which has helped me in networking is Toastmasters. People say that we join Toastmasters to improve the communication skill, interpersonal skills. Definitely, it is true. But for me, if in this meeting I have the WhatsApp number of 3 or 4 people who are there in this meeting, that means I have come out of my club to network with people in other clubs. And not just inside India, there are people in this meeting who are outside India. They are also connected with me. So that's how Toastmasters has helped me in networking. I would say my networking skills are improving, but still I have to work a lot. I will definitely work on it. Want to have a good network, definitely. And I'm enjoying this change of no network to at least a moderate network. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you so much, Bala, for sharing your secret. So, two takeaways we can take from Bala. One is that he contacted his old friends and peers and then built the network. And second, Toastmasters has really helped me in building the network. Now, I would like to ask somebody like most of us works in corporate. So let's ask who works in academic. Aina, would you like to share your experience how you network in your college?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible and visible.
Normally it's not that difficult in academia. Honestly, it's like very easy. Whenever we meet somebody who is new, normal introduction takes place, and they just we just ask random questions like where have you, like, which was your previous workplace, and what is your area of specialization, and questions like that. Questions actually related to academia. In academia, we build over the subject matter, the expertise, so it gets very easy. Whether we are in a conference or in any workshop or in any seminar, our area of expertise helps us in networking. We can talk about what we like or what we would like to get into. Like, get into means what I would like to look forward to in my next step in my career, the next area of research that I would like to explore. So with that ways, we network, and I really think in academia it is extremely easy to network. You meet so many people. You go to a conference, you will meet like at least 50 people there, so you can connect with anybody. Like, everybody is willing to connect or talk of their area of expertise, and this helps them. Or any workshop where students are there, they will simply come to you, because we are normally delivering the speech or like organizing the session or anything like that. So academia is, I would say, very easy.
Thank you so much, Aina, for sharing your experience. So, takeaways from Toastmaster Aina, that they usually talk on expertise and help each other. And another thing is they mostly network during conferences. We have a guest joined, and I would like to know from him what does he do and what is his style of networking. Galal, if I'm pronouncing it right, would you like to share what you do and your style of networking at your workplace? Yes, yeah, you.
Sorry, your voice broke. Is
Yeah.
it me?
Yes, Galal. So my question to you, that what you do and what
Yeah.
is your style of networking at your workplace?
Okay, I'm from Egypt. I around 20 years ago, I used to come out on television, commercials, and all the women above 60 are madly in love with me. So I produced 5,000 pencils in colors that I actually met Galal Zaki. I got this idea from someone called Raj Marwa, who whose book was Buy This Book. So I bought it, and he said his brother did this. An American client of mine told me, Galal, your network is your net worth. And it's true. I love to help people. And I realized around after COVID, I joined someone called Arfin Khan Life Coaching, Coach to a Fortune. And I discovered that I didn't know myself at the age of 77. What is my personality? I'm a helper. And a helper is someone who always likes to give before asking for anything. So, and of course, Toastmasters has given me an incredible network all over the world. I used to come out in commercials, a chick bird, they call me Mr. Spicy. I like it spicy. It's very nicey with a little ricey, tika 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 boom. Okay.
Thank you so much, Galal, for sharing your experience. So one takeaway that we can take from Galal is that He networks by helping others. So when you help, it's the reciprocity principle that which I explained earlier. So we can do this way: first we help other and they will help us maybe in down the line. And Galal, I would like to see your ad with that pencil. Please do share with all of us. uh yeah, so now let's move on. I will share few points with all of you which I believe will work anywhere you go, whether it's an online setup, offline setup. So first of all, like Toastmaster Anshuman mentioned, that when you network, you cannot go with the transactional mind that you need something from that person. And so this is not the mind you should go with. You need to change your belief. You need to always go with the intention of building the genuine relationship. This is the first tip. Second tip is that everybody, every human being in this world, they love to talk about themselves. So you need to make them talk, ask open-ended questions. uh, for example, you should not ask what do you do. Always ask, what is the most valuable part of your work that you enjoy and others enjoy. Instead of asking where you live, you should ask, what all cities have you lived in and traveled, and what is the which city has the biggest impact on you. And third, the most important thing is show genuine interest. It's okay sometimes you don't find somebody interesting. Fake it till you make it. Be inquisitive. Ask follow-up questions. Show them that you are very keen to know them. This is how you build genuine connection. Now you will ask me that we have the points that I have just mentioned is more about in-person networking. Now we are in digital era. How can we network in remote setup? So I believe it's even much better than in-person networking, because there is no geographic constraints as of now. You can wake up in the morning, talk with somebody sitting in Japan, and share your idea. At night you can work with somebody who sits in Australia maybe, or you can ask for a date somebody who is in America. So there is no geographical constraints, and like you can make create endless opportunities with this. uh just an example how you can make online, how you can network online. Suppose you are a Gen Z, and obviously you know better than any senior or elder person about latest trends or uh, uh, latest fashion. So you need to first focus on yourself, like look at yourself and find out which are the skills that you have recently learned. And then you can go to that senior folk that, hey, this is trending in Instagram and I am really good at it. Would you like to like your elevator pitch should be really strong, and you should know how to send cold emails and messages. This is how you approach online somebody who is online. Like it's called online networking. Okay, enough about networking. Now let's move on to our third section, where you will be given a topic and you need to answer that on your feet. Our table topic session is conducted by a very hardworking member who is always on her toes to help others. She is serving as a VP of Education of the club. She is practicing chartered accountant. She is a chartered accountant by profession and a family person by heart. She's full of gratitude for everything she has. She has joined Toastmaster for a dream that she had since her childhood, which is to speak in public influentially. Let's welcome our table topic master Megha on the stage with a huge round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you, Neeraj, for the wonderful introduction. Now it's time for the fun-filled session. Now, giving you the brief introduction about the session. In this session, you will be allowed to challenge yourself to speak impromptu. Guests will be allowed to dip their feet in the Toastmasters setting, and you will be given a chance to speak impromptu for at most 2 minutes and at least 1 minute. Typically, what happens is the table topic master gives you the topic, and you have to speak on the topic. But to break the typical format, I have come up with the new and a bit more creative way of making you all speak impromptu. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you an image. You have to depict what moral or what thought you imply from that image, and you'll be given just 1 or 2 minutes time to speak on that image, whatever comes to your mind. So beginning with, I would request the volunteers to raise your hands. Okay, I can see the hand raised by Mahindra Kumar Tarachand. Mahindra, can you please switch on your camera? Mahindra Kumar Tarachand, can you please switch on your camera? Or you can just unmute yourself. Okay, I think he's not.
Okay, my camera is out of order.
Can you switch on your camera? I didn't hear you.
Cannot.
Acha, you cannot. Okay. So
Unable.
okay.
Unable.
Let me share the screen with you all. Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes, Mega.
Okay, so
I can see something, but my eyesight is bad.
Mahindra, I cannot get you what you're.
My eyesight is bad.
Okay.
And I'm bed for the last 6 months. I'm bedridden.
So I shall give you a topic to speak on. Okay. So
Okay.
your topic is the more you learn, the more you earn. Mahindra Kumar Tarachan. The more you learn, the more you earn.
Well, that's a very good topic, but I fully disagree with it. It's not what you learn, it's what you gain by learning. You can learn up to university level, but when it comes out to practical, you are zero. So that is not what I mean. You don't earn. I give you a good example. I had a boss who asked me to send a registered notice to a person who had died 10 years ago with all documents. She has learned, she's a graduate, but coming back to her son, her knowledge is zero. So it's not that you earn, you're educated, you earn. So I believe to earn a living, first of all, honesty, sincerity is basic. You must have the basic of being honest and sincere. Then as you then you can go on to earn. Make network, make friends, enjoy with them, learn from them, and join them to accumulate wealth. If that is not enough, I don't know what else can I do. Thank you.
Thank you, Mahindra, for such insightful speech. Now, moving next, I would pick Priyesh Kumar Singh. Priyesh, I'm going to share my screen and show you the image.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, let's do the audio video check.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible and you are visible. Okay, the image is on your screen.
Okay. I have to speak something about this image. Okay.
Yes.
So There are two types of humans. That's the title of this image, and what it portrays what you teach your kids and how they will become better in life. So the first man I see is like trying to show or reprimand the kid that if he doesn't do well in his life, he would be a sweeper or something like that. But rather, the woman on the other side tries to educate the girl that if she studies well, she will be able to improve someone's life better. And that's the teaching that we need to give to our child. She's leveraging that experience to make the student more, no, to make the child dream about a better world on the future rather than hating a situation. She was trying to make the world a nice and better place. So there are basically two types of human. That's what it shows. The first one that tries to show the negatives, go on the negative reinforcement, and the other one tries to build positive ideologies on the child. And that's what we're talking about here. Thank you, Mega. Amazing idea.
Thank you, Priyesh. You depicted it correctly. Kudos to you for that. The next speaker will be Galal Zaki. Galal, can we have a quick audio video check? Please unmute yourself.
Yes. Can I see the timer? Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible and you're visible.
Am I audible? Yeah, I don't know where the timer is.
The timer will show the cards when your
Yes,
speech
okay.
turns 1 minute. Okay, so I'm gonna share the screen
Timer,
again.
Amit.
I'm gonna share the screen again, and you're gonna tell us what you depict from this image on your screen. Over to you, Galal Zaki. Can you see the screen?
The journey of 1,000. Sorry? Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. With a step. And my journey, thank God, has been a journey of failure. Had I not failed because I was telling jokes to attract girls for 9 years, going to one university and not finishing, going to another university, and going into one and again. And all the boys and the teachers were running after her. And at the time, we didn't have social media. And the three fastest ways of spreading news were and several. That's in America. She married me when I was getting 6 Egyptian pounds a month. Today, my hourly rate is $500, and I accept rupees, my friend. So every step in my life has been a failure, but at the end, I am, because of my wife's story and journey to a happy life. It's been one step after the other, one wonderful step after the other. I wrote a song for her on YouTube. I'm strong, I'm sure, I'm in control, a man with a plan, believing that life is a neat little package I hold in my hand. I've got it together. And I go on and I say, but when it comes to her, I'm a feather in the wind. I go into the wall. I'm a little child. I won a Lifetime Achievement Award from the International Advertising Association. And in my acceptance speech, I thanked everybody, my mother, and I finally ended by saying, and finally, Fadia, I am because of, and that's the title of my book. I am because my wife journey to a happy life. Thank you. Step by step, I've leveraged. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wonderful, Galal. Whenever you speak, we get to know a little bit more about you. The ad you talked about before, the song you talked about now. It feels incredible to know more and more about you with each interaction with us, with you. So, moving to next speaker, I would pick Pragya Jain. Pragya, a quick audio video check.
Hi, am I audible and visible? Sorry for
Yes,
the miserable state. I have been ill for a long period of time now. So,
that's okay. Now I'll be sharing my screen and you'll see an image on the screen and you have to depict what that image says. Your time starts now.
may I start?
Yes, your time starts now.
I still remember when my 5-year-old daughter was standing exactly at the same position. She is into gymnastics, has been working on it from the time she was 3.5. And this was her first district competition. It was a big thing for a 5-year-old to even reach to that state. And I was pretty happy about it. I had told her clearly, do not be bothered about the results. She had to participate in 4 different styles of gymnastics. By the time the second style was coming, she was doing good, enjoying it. As the third style came, which was a little not for her age, rather was a bit above her age, but she still tried, but couldn't complete. That demotivated her. And the fourth one, which she was even good at, could not be completed because she got the idea in her mind that I cannot do it. While she was getting her medals, she got 2 golds, 1 silver, and 1 bronze. For a 5-year-old, getting at a national level style of competition for the very first time, it was a big thing. But what she did, she started crying. She cried for 30 whole minutes. And I wasn't sure why would she do that. Well, I sat and asked her what happened. She said, why was I getting a bronze and a silver in other ones? And that's what probably most of us do. We are hardly happy with what we have got and always bothered about what we have not got. I still remember what I told her that day. There'll be hundreds of things that you will not get. But what you should be happy about is every single achievement that you have made with your own efforts. Because these achievements are the ones which are going to take you forward. Just learn from what you have not achieved. Get happiness in what you have and just work towards what you can. Happiness is a state of mind, and that's what you need to carry. Over to you.
Very well said, Pragya. Attitude is everything. It is best to be ambitious, but you should also enjoy the process. Success is not it's not a journey. It's not a destination, but a journey for sure. So moving ahead with Aina Gupta, who is also our first.
Toastmaster Mega, we have a time for one table topic only.
Okay, so I'll go with Aina Gupta still. Okay, Aina, you'll see the screen. Okay, the screen is in front of you. Over to you, Aina Gupta.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible and you are visible.
All right. From what I understand from this picture is people these days they see that somebody needs help, they will just stand there and watch. And what they like to do is they like to post about every possible thing. If they go somewhere, they'll post about it. If they're eating somewhere, they'll post about it. If they're drinking somewhere, they'll post about it. From restaurants to hotels to discs to everything is all about social media. And if they do any single good thing, they will post about it. So here, what I can observe is somebody needs help, but instead of helping, first they will post about it that this person needs help and see I am helping. Basically, they want to tell the world how good they are rather than actually being good and helping the person in the first place, right? So I think it's high time we stop being so much attention seekers on social media and be genuinely kind and good people who wants to help others. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmasters Megha.
Completely agree with you, Aina. Humanity exists on social media nowadays. I have watched horrible things being shared by my acquaintances on social media, and I can just do is to block them. Like I cannot even share you here. Like what have they shared on social media? Feelings are just in real, not in real. So that's all by my side. I would like to hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the evening, Neeraj Singla. Thank you.
Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Megha Bansal for bringing such innovative idea to show pictures and then find out uh, what picture is saying, because we all know a picture can say 1,000 words which we cannot say. Now let's move on to our theme, uh, unleash the power of networking. In this section, we talk about some success stories. I would like to start with mine, but would love to hear your stories. So recently, what happened that my company has started a hybrid mode, and they started calling everybody in Pune for 2 days a week. And even though I didn't want to leave my family, I had to take hard decision for my job and relocate to Pune. So there, I actually never interacted with my chapter lead during for the past 1.5 year. So there, I thought, now that I have moved it, let's just go and talk to him and tell him that, see, I have moved. Are you happy now? And my intention was that only. So when I meet him, it was very casual meet. I didn't ask anybody like I want promotion, I want good appraisal. It was just very genuine meeting with him. We spoke about 45 minutes, and I just shared my background, my uh, past experiences, my personal life, everything, and it went really well. And after few days, he offered me that, would you like to be would you like to become associate chapter lead? I was so surprised, I didn't ask anything. And with that, during that meeting, he was just analyzing me, and he found me the good fit for associate chapter lead. And he thought that I'm worth to take this position. So this is this very astonishing thing that happened me like in past in 2 months back. And I had put no efforts, just one meeting, just networking with my chapter lead led me to that opportunity. So that was a great day for me, and I would like to have this kind of success stories from you. I'm sure you must have come across such kind of opportunities, or any good relation that you have built and that you cherish, or may cherish throughout your life. Anybody would like to share their story? Okay, Glal, please go ahead.
Yes, as mentioned, networking, because I help a lot of people, and Arfin Khan changed my life at the age of 77, and I got him twice to Egypt. I did a song for him on YouTube, Welcome to Arfin's World, a video clip, and I managed to get him for free and to get him to stay at hotels for free, because I've been helping our airline company without asking for anything. I've been helping hotels. I've been helping a lot of people. So these were the netting thing that really helped me. And Arfin is an incredible person. He did it. He's now probably over 1 million people that he's life coached in over 50 countries. the thing, if you go on YouTube, it's called Welcome to Arfine's World. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Klal. This is wonderful that you got everything for free. This is like very really good perk that you get through networking. And now moving on to Iti, would you like to share something that has helped you with your networking?
Yeah, when it's I can recall the time when I was with Macquarie. So I joined there as a returnee only, as I'm a chartered accountant by profession. There was interviews going on. So it was that they mainly focus on this networking skills only. The first thing which they told us, that if you want to live in the company and you want to have some good position, you have to do a good networking. From there, I got to know that networking is so much important in our lives, that we have to be social. We should know that how to maintain and build relationships with people. We should be helpful to each other in each and every circumstance, because one day I need help, some other day other people also require the same. So that was the experience, a good experience for me, which I learned.
Thank you so much, Iti, for sharing the experience importance of networking. Now, Amit has raised his hand. Amit, would you like to share your story?
Yes, hello, am I audible?
Yes, Amit, you're
Actually,
audible, but not
okay.
visible.
I can't personally because bandwidth issues.
Okay, no
For
problem.
me, what works that two things work for me. Having a positive posture, having a smile on face, that is a opener for everybody. So when you have a smile face, good posture, so everyone wants to talk to you. Just like if you are having a face that show that you are very sad or something negative, and you are very serious. So lots of people want to come to you and talk to you. So having positive posture and having a smile on face, that is very important to network. Second thing that worked for me, that take initiative. It's like if you are going through and you have time, just ask someone, how are you? Hi. So in this way, just like our Ansuman Ji said that he don't network when you need, network whenever you have time. So that in that way, just like talking to anybody, that somebody is around you, saying, reaching to them without any need. That really helped me. That helped me to network more and create more friends. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you so much, Amit. As Amit mentioned, two things has helped me. One is always keep warm and welcoming attitude, and second thing, which Toastmaster Anshuman has also mentioned, is to build genuine relationship, not go when it's needed. With that, I would like to hand over the stage to our general evaluator Anshuman for his evaluation. I'll be right back with my theme after the session.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Neeraj. And I hope all of us are ready to get relevant evaluation for how we perform roles. For today evening, we'll start with the speeches, starting with Toastmaster Aina's speech. I'd like to invite Toastmaster Priyesh to share his evaluation for Toastmaster Aina's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Priyesh.
Thanks a lot, Anshuman. So for Anna, I'd like to divide your speech evaluation in three parts. The first was the content. Content of your speech was really amazing. You started with a quote or a vision, something like that you have. So that was really good start. And then you had a lot of personal anecdotes as well. You shared about the mother's food and you shared about the colleagues, how they helped them. That went absolutely amazing. The second part was the body language part, and I felt like you had a gesture for each and every point you made. So that was really amazing. I think you also had like constant eye contact. So that went as well. Yeah, you leverage a lot of hand gestures. Definitely, that went really good. The third part is vocal variety. Here is something I would like to challenge you to do something a little more. The one part, like when you gave your speech, I felt like your speech was like one part you said say something, then there's a break, and then you go on to the next part, then there's a break. How about we make it a little bit fluent so it looks really nice, like it sounds really nice. So that is something as an audience I'll believe that if you could improve, it would be more phenomenal speech. So to conclude, I'll say, there's one more thing that I would like to add. When you gave your examples about how the colleagues helped you, I felt like that those examples were a little bit in silos. That's what I felt. But yeah, if you can make it in more of a chronological order, like story, I'll feel more engaged and grasp it a little better. So that would be more amazing. And yeah, fluency will definitely improve and make you look more confident. So to summarize, your content was amazing. You used good hand gestures, good body language. You can improve a little bit on vocal variety by improving your fluency. And you can also add a little bit call to action. Like right now, I felt that you gave the learning you had from the experience of the new place, but if you have a call to action, the audience might engage with more like what they take home from your speech. So that will be my feedback to you. Thanks for a lot for your amazing speech. Cool.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Priyesh. Now I'd like to invite Toastmaster Ravi to share his evaluation for Toastmaster Ashiman.
I'm audible and visible.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, congratulations to Ashima for the great speech. You start with the question imagine. So I like the start that how you bring focus of all of us to that sentence. Imagine with that question. You start building then character with your senior that going from left to right. So as Neeraj has already mentioned, it was one of the good part that you mentioned the character and you start with the story of youth program and how that challenge come to you from the truck owner child. It was a good story lineup, and then you start talking about the uh, psychology about how you take a challenge from that, how you worked for that by going to community, by going to their whole family, and this is how the story was building up. So I like this way, and that last you concluded that transformation, that how transformation is good as an opportunity. So I like that conclusion also. There are one part where I want to bring your attention that you were looking downward in most of your speech. You have to see the video and see how you were seeing that underconfident at some part. So you have to work on that. How why you were looking downward? It was a camera position or you were underconfident. Just look at that part. The more important is that whenever you are saying challenges, you have not given any example. What was the challenge? But you were saying challenges, but what was the challenge? You can give one example, then I could figure out that yes, that was a challenge. That be communication to Hindi to English or presentation skills. Means I cannot figure out what challenges you were saying. And last was the example how you change your training program for the truck owners child children, how you change you said changes, but what are the changes you have done? I was not able to figure out that you have not mentioned that. So it was like a theoretical, but I was not even getting a practical example from them. So speech was good, but it was little theoretical rather than practical. So you have to work on the example also. And I have a challenge for you. I have a very simple challenge. I have given it in past to you also. You have the image of cute and chubby, but I want to see your aggression. I want to see your anger in any of your speech, in your future speech, so that I can see the other aspect of you also. So I'm looking forward to that, and all the best.
Right. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Ravi, for your insightful evaluation. Now I'll quickly move on to the table topic evaluation for how we perform the rules today. So starting with guest Mahinder. Uh, Guest Mahinder, first of all, I applaud you for the courage that you have to join a meeting and being vulnerable with your situation. And it requires a lot of effort and inclination to be in the state you are and still take part in table topics and be part of Toastmasters. That is what Toastmaster community is all about. Uh, I could understand your speech in bits and pieces. What I could see is your voice is powerful, and my suggestion will be that you do practice exercises, and maybe slowing down your speech can help us comprehend your each of your words better. So that's something you can experiment with. All of us have constraints in life. With the constraints that you have, what you can challenge yourself for the next attempt is slow down your speech. Try to make each of your word clear and audible to all of us, building upon the strength of the already booming voice that you have. So I definitely applaud you for the courage that you have to join a meeting, and I look forward to you joining our future meetings on a constant basis. Coming to you, Toastmaster Priyesh, you have an wisdomful and insightful voice, and today's table topic was a raw platform for you to experiment with metaphors and similes, which you did quite wisely. And it was as if I am listening to wisdom flowing from a teacher. So that's something that is definitely your strength. And whenever situations are ripe, you can capitalize upon it and deliver as you did today. How you can experiment in the future, the staple boring term called vocal variety, how you can experiment with that is maybe look at increasing your voice tone and decreasing your voice tone. Try to get air out of your diaphragm where you're loud. Practice being loud, focusing on the wall behind you. So your voice should go to the wall right behind you, coming from your diaphragm. You should not hurt your throat. So you should be as loud that like you break the window kind of loud, and get down to a low tone to a whisper tone. So that's one tool you can experiment with. But definitely, I think with the topic in hand, you were quite appropriate to the situation. Guest Galal, I think you add music and variety to today's meeting. Your music, melody, and adding a song at the end in table topic, I think that's something I aspire for. And we talk about vocal variety. This is what vocal variety is all about, right? Music. When we are singing in tones, we are wearing our voice. Ideal spaces when we are singing from all the tones that we have. That's a skill only a few of us have. Singing, melody, and melody is what true vocal variety is all about. I don't possess it, I strive for it, but you demonstrated today that what a beautiful sounding sound and song can do to the speech. So thank you for enriching our meeting today, joining it and sharing what a marketing champion can do through the art of advertising for all of us. No particular feedback for today. Thank you. Guess Pragya, it was quite clear that you have practiced being a table topic speaker for a while. I don't know if you're a Toastmaster or not, but what I could see is the enthusiasm with which you practiced, you shared your speech, using variety of metaphors, and your energy definitely came through. What you can work on improving for the next one is that your framing was with one hand with the side corner. You can do a center framing, use both the hands, and try communicating with at least half the visible body language that we have in our position. Last but not the least, Toastmaster Aina, I think spontaneous speaking is where you really shine. Prepared speeches are something that you strive for, but I know like prepared speech evaluation is for the evaluator. But if I have to contrast the two, this is where your true self comes to fore, where you're animated, energetic, giving all your heart out. So definitely, I think this is something you can inculcate overall, even in your prepared speeches. I know I'm delving into territory which I should not, but I liked your table topic. I think this is where your energy truly shines through. But you may want to make it holistic, and we'll discuss separately about it of how you can bring the same energy to your prepared speeches. Quite two contrasting speeches by you today, but in table topic you really shone through. So congratulations for that. All right, that ends my table topic evaluation. Now I'd like to invite the tag team one by one to share the evaluation. Starting in reverse order, I'd like to invite the grammarian for today evening, Toastmaster Utkarsh, to share his grammarian report.
Hi, greetings. General Evaluator, am I audible? Am I visible? Yeah, all right. Thank you so much. It was an easy, at the same time, very pleasurable day at the Grammarian's office. There were no glaring shortcomings, so awesome job, everyone. I indeed have made a note of all the good vocabularies and the grammar uses used by the speakers, and there are plenty. So let's get into it. Toastmaster Neeraj used the word unleash, which means to release or be unrestrained. She used the word fervent, which means having passionate intensity, inquisitive, which means having to show or interest, having to show an interest in learning new things. She used the term reciprocity principle, which means the practice of exchanging things with others for mutual benefit. Kudos to you, Toastmaster Neeraj. Thank you so much. Our general evaluator, Toastmaster Anshuman, used the word inclination, which means leaning towards something. He also used the word holistic, which means complete. Our first speaker, Toastmaster Aina, used the word swarmed, which means being overwhelmed with something. And she also used one word, very good word, which is bleak, which means being devoid of something. Toastmaster Ashima used several good phrases like being in the loop, pulling it off, fueling our creativity. Guest Galal used used a very, very good phrase, which is very, very relevant to the theme of the meeting, which is networking is my net worth. Wonderful job and very good phrase, Toastmaster Galal. Toastmaster Priyesh used the word reprimand, which means being disapproving of something. Toastmaster Mega used the word acquaintances. She used a phrase which is feelings are in reels and not in real. Very well done, Toastmaster Mega. There were a few tell you what I feel is the right pronunciation of these words. It's perspective, honing, pronouncing, reprimand, astonishing. With respect to the wrong usage, I really want to emphasize on one thing. We need to understand the difference between when to use since and when to use from. So let me clarify that. We use since when we are indicating the beginning of the time period. So it refers to the starting point. For example, I have known her since 2007. Or I have known someone since the duration of an action. For example, I have known her for 17 years, or we haven't seen them for 3 months. So be very clear with the difference between the usage of since and for, which is I felt is one of the wrong usages we had during the entire meeting. The word of the day was used by two people. I'm sorry, I might not be attentive for the full meeting, but I heard that Toastmaster Priyesh and Galal used the word of the day. So kudos to you for using the word of the day. That is all from my grammarian report. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Utkarsh. Now I'd like to invite on the stage our R counter for the evening, Toastmaster ET, to share her R counter code. Over to you, Toastmaster ET.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Let me share my screen with you. I'm not able to share it. Can you allow me? Yeah. Is my screen visible? Yeah, everybody did a wonderful job. Kudos to everyone. Few filler words have been used, which can be improved with practice. So, starting with prepared speakers, Aina Gupta, she's used once. Ashima, she used two times, three times, but one time, and two times, so one time, like one time. And few words were repetitive. We went, is the, to the, we are going. That's it. As far as table topics are concerned, Priyesh Kumar, he used four times, one time. Once he took the short pause, he repeat only one word, that is reprimand. Aina Gupta, she used one time. As far as evaluators are concerned, Priyesh, he used three times, two times, and one time. So one time like two times. Ravi, he used five times and one time. And Neeraj, she used seven times, nine times, and one time. Few words were repetitive in, will, make, look. Mekha, as table topic master, she used four times, one time, and one word she repeat, which is you will. Anshuman, as general evaluator, he used three times, one time, so one time. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster ET. Now, last but not the least, I'd like to invite the timer for today evening, Toastmaster Amit, to share his timer report.
Hello, am I audible?
Yep.
Okay. So, coming to today's speaking, our first speaker, Aina Gupta, spoke around 5 minutes 51 seconds. That was within time. Second speaker, Asima Trahan, speech was around 6 minutes 37 seconds. That is also on within time. Coming to table topics, where our timing cards get leveraged. So, first table topic, Mahindra given speech for 1 minute 25 seconds, and Priyesh spoke for 1 minute 21 seconds. Dalal Jaki spoke for 2 minutes 21 seconds. Pragya Jain spoke for 2 minutes 28 seconds, and Aina Gupta spoke for 1 minute 29 seconds. All table topics was within time. Coming to evaluation, where our evaluator one Priyesh Kumar Singh spoke for 2 minutes 14 seconds, and Ravi Bhardwaj spoke for 3 minutes 6 seconds. Both were in time. So today we do not have any disqualification. All speakers were in time, and our meeting was very concise. Thank you to all. Over to you, Janet Evaluator.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Amit, for sharing that comprehensive timer report. Both the timer and our counter were quite detailed and comprehensive in their evaluation today. Now, I'll going to share my evaluation of the overall meeting, starting with the Sergeant Arms for today morning today evening Toastmaster Utkarsh was prompt, on the point, and shared the mission statement for the meeting quite appropriately. Moving on to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Megha. Toastmaster Megha warmly requested the guests to introduce themselves and engage everyone to kickstart the meeting. One way Toastmaster Megha can challenge herself as the presiding officer is also to bring a purpose to the meeting. For example, say call out a festival, upcoming festival, say Janmashtami, a Hindu festival is upcoming. How are you planning to celebrate it, or how are we coping up with the constant rains that are happening in north of India for the past 1 month? I think that can bring some connectivity and enthusiasm and purpose to the meeting. I see that I'm not spotlighted, so Tech Master, please do the dutiful. Now coming to the Toastmaster Day, Toastmaster Neeraj, I think you played to your strengths by engaging in everyone uh, with on the topic of networking. You ensure that everyone got a chance to speak, share their thoughts on different questions at different segments. You shared anecdotes, insights, wisdom on how networking is important and how we can build upon those strengths for the long run. What you can think about sprinkling in for the future Toastmaster Day sessions is keeping a balance of the questions and the anecdotes. I think you pivoted more on the questions and engagement side, while Toastmaster Day role pivots more about um, being the bridge to the star speakers or the other roles that we have. So it's kind of like an MC role where you speak briefly and then bring the speakers and the table topic speakers and table talk master in the spotlight. So you can focus on keeping some anecdote stories, one or two questions, and then ensuring that the key theme, the key role players are the stars for the evening. So that's something you can experiment with. However, how you planned it, you did justice to it. You engaged everyone, and thank you for striving to do that. Table Talk Master Toastmaster Megha, quite a creative attempt at table topic sessions today. Um, Making it metaphorical, image oriented, testing our mind is definitely a sway from how we usually do table topics. It worked for some, it did not work for others, and that is how all the experiments go. But you did adapt to when things did not go your way. For example, when guest Mahinder could not see the image, you quickly gave the appropriate uh, topic for that image. So that was good flexibility and adaptability. You may want to think about the audience next time. That is the audience trained to think metaphorically and see how you can balance the simplicity and the depth into what you bring to table topics. But definitely a great experiment. And please do keep on experimenting with the table topic section. Moving on to the evaluators for today evening, Toastmaster Priyesh and Toastmaster Ravi. You both used CRC approach, gave the appropriate feedback, and gave meaningful feedback to both the speakers, which I'm sure will be helpful for them to reflect and think about how they want to perform the speeches next time. So no major particular glaring feedback for you for the next time. Coming to the tag team, the R counter and timer, Toastmaster Amit and Toastmaster Iti, as I already shared, report form documentation demonstrates that you're listening well throughout the meeting, and that's shown through pretty precise, pretty accurate. All the role players were appropriately covered. Helpful feedback for all of us. I'm sure we'll look at the report, reflect upon it, and improve upon it in the next meeting. So definitely a neck to neck fight in my perspective from both your end. But at the same time, you have Toastmaster Utkarsh, who's a seasoned Toastmaster with his grammarian insights, highlighting the good usages and not so good usages in his trademark, energetic, passionate tone, which helped us reflect what passages we should use for the long run, what are the glaring areas which we should avoid using for the long run. So definitely, Toastmaster Utkarsh, thank you for joining us Remaining today and sharing your wisdomful report. Overall, the meeting, surprisingly, I thought it will go over time, but it is ending on time. So definitely, I think the EC team is doing a great job of managing the time well. And we started on time, we are ending on time. Overall, I feel quite a clockwork kind of meeting as TPTM is known for. The guest count and the members count I see has decreased, might be because of the festive season, maybe folks are on long vacation. But I suggest that we should take a minimum target of 20 joinees per meeting. That's a challenge EC can take. I know like we have taken high standards, and that's something we can continue to challenge ourselves. How we can do that is tracking beforehand how many registrations did we get, who are the members joining, create more roles if possible if you forcefully want members to join. For example, table topic evaluator or any other role. So taking a role is the short way to get members into the meeting. So think about creative ways of how you can keep that benchmark of 20 going. Overall, definitely a great meeting as always, and I look forward to more meetings going forward. Please do vote for the best speech evaluator and their votes. We'll also pause to take a group fee as our president Toastmaster Neeraj has requested. So request us all to open up our videos, and Toastmaster Elios and his trademark animated style is live. I request us all to quickly open up our videos for a quick group fee. Toastmaster Amit, Toastmaster Ravi, Ashok, Iti. All right. Um, okay, I'll take the screenshot. All right, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. I think we have a good. Okay, great post, Toastmaster Elios. All right, on that note, I'd like to hand over the stage back to Toastmaster Neeraj to conclude the proceedings. Over to you, Toastmaster Neeraj.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Anshuman, for sharing feedback wholeheartedly. Now moving on to our final section where I want to talk about something really important and we all struggle, that is social anxiety. So usually when we go into an event outside, we look fine, but internally our clothes, we are sweating. Our stomach spirals into multiple folds. Now, what is a way to overcome this? There are three things I want to share with you, which you can make part of your networking routine. First is visualize how things will unfold. You imagine everything before going to an event, how you are entering, what are you wearing, who you are talking, how you are making comfortable on the table, everything imagine. And in this way, you are fooling your brain. Your brain will think that you have already gone through this before and this is just the second time that you're doing it. Second thing is write a script beforehand, write all the questions that you want to ask, everybody you want to target, just come prepared. And third thing, I'm sure everybody likes video game. So just take this challenge as a video game. And suppose if you are introvert, like Toastmaster Wala mentioned, then be extrovert in your video game and set a goal for yourself. If you do one interaction, your goal will improve. With that, I want to end my conclusion and give stage back to our presiding officer of the today, Megha.
Toastmaster Neeraj, unfortunately, Toastmaster Meg has to leave for some personal commitments. So if you would like to close it up, that would be great. Or yeah.
Thank you so much, Utkarsh, for informing this. I would like to thank you everyone for joining today's session and making this meeting beautiful with your participation. Everything went so well, starting from Sergeant at Arm, who read the meeting guidelines so enthusiastically, to general evaluator who gave feedback very comprehensive, and all the guests who participated today, and especially table topic session conducted by Megha. She brought very different idea today to make meeting even more engaging. Thank you so much. And also, as our presiding officer Megha is not here, I want to tell everyone that she was doing her debutante as a presiding officer for the first time. and she did it amazingly, and there was not a single time I felt that she is nervous. She did it with full confidence. A huge round of applause for Toastmaster Megha for pulling to presiding officer role. Now, in the interest of time, I would like to announce the polls result. I will launch poll for the best role player. I request everyone to cast their vote. Okay, starting with best table topic speaker. Today, the best table topic speaker is won by our guest from Egypt, Galal Zaki. Can we have a huge round of applause for Galal? Well-deserved win, I must say. Moving on to best auxiliary role player. Okay, when our immediate past president and area director is in the competition, then who else can win this award? Can we have a huge round of applause for Grammarian Utkarsh for winning this award? Now, the next award is for best speech evaluator, and it is won by Priyesh Kumar Singh. And I have seen his improvement by leaps and bounds. He, in every speech, he's adding a different element. Can we have a huge round of applause for Priyesh Kumar Singh? For the best prepared speaker, the award goes to Aina Gupta. Thank you so much, Aina, for sharing your wonderful story which recently happened to you and how you came out of it and picking up the wonderful theme. Thank you so much. A very well-deserved win. Now moving on to best role player, the biggest award, I must say. And here goes when we have Anshuman Mishra, the veteran in the competition. Who else can win? Thank you so much, Anshuman, for taking up this role and giving the feedback very wholeheartedly and very comprehensively. I believe we all can learn with your feedback and inculcate it for the next time. A very, very huge round of applause for Toastmaster Anshuman for taking out time and taking this role. With that, my polls has come to an end. Now it's time. We have 3 minutes to take guest evaluation. I would like to ask Galal, how did he enjoy the meeting? Any feedback for us we can enjoy? We can improve.
Yes, thank you so much. I was asking if I could get a certificate because this will be, I wrote it wrongly, 78. It's going to be my 87th award in 4 years. And I'd love to share it with my social media groups. I love the table topics put as the pictures, and for us to start thinking it's different, and the whole session was incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Galal. Definitely, we will share the feedback with you. Anshuman, can you take the note of the phone number which Galal mentioned so that we can share the certificate with him? And thank you so much, Galal. We really enjoyed your participation in table topic session, and it was wonderful. Your topic content was wonderful.
May I suggest that I would love to do a workshop on effective communication and creativity. I won many awards and I broke the rules of advertising. I convinced my clients that I would do an ad that would not show his product, that would not mention the name of his product, and that would encourage consumers to buy competitive products. And it worked, and it sold out within just a little over 2 months. So I can do this workshop if you like. I normally do it over 4 days, but I can do it in half an hour if you like.
Okay.
at a mutually agreeable time.
Thank you so much, Galal. We would love to have it. So we have some planned education session in the future, for which we have not decided the topic. And I will get back to you after talking to the entire club based on their interest. And then we will have that session. And this usually happens on Tuesday. I hope you can be available on Tuesday. So I will reach out to you for effective communication soon. Thank you so much for offering your for offering it to us.
Hello, Neeraj. Neeraj,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Mahinder.
I just want you to send me a note saying that I've attended this meeting in full for my club records.
Mahinder, can you write it? Because I could not clearly understand what you said.
I sent you to a chat. I sent to a chat box.
Okay.
Under you, what I want you to do, this is to confirm the team M. Kumar of Kulwang Toastmasters Club has
Okay.
attended. And I have confirmation that I have attended your meeting today.
Thank you so much, Mahinder. I think you are saying that you are inviting us to your club. So,
No.
Okay.
Toastmaster Neeraj, if I interrupt, I think what Mahint is trying to say is that he wants to get it acknowledged that he attended our meeting today. So he's asking or requesting for a certificate. So all I can say on our president's behalf is that we'll definitely try to send you a certificate via email. So how about you drop an email to the chat box and we'll try to acknowledge that you attended our meeting. And that goes for Galal as well.
Send it to my
Thank you,
WhatsApp.
sir.
Send to
Right.
WhatsApp.
Please share your email ID. We will send it through
No,
our
my
DP Games
email ID
official.
is out of my email ID is out of promotion. Send to my WhatsApp, Ken.
Okay. WhatsApp
Sure, we will do that.
number. I hope you have shared your number in
Yes.
the chat. Okay, Mahinder. So
Thank
Utkarsh,
you.
can you save this number so that we can share a certificate with Mahinder?
We'll definitely take care of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Now moving on to. Okay, I think we have covered all our guests. Elias joined us, but I think he joined us just now. Elias, would you like to say something? Like, do you have anything in mind?
Oh, you want me to say something?
Yes, something. I know you are a Toastmaster, so any wisdom that you want to share with our club?
Okay, I will say something. It's done.
Something more.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, I just arrived from my church, so it was during the Thursday, so maybe I cannot come to the club from the beginning until the end. So I might just jump on like the last minutes. And when I saw the invitation on the happening now, so at least you know where I am coming from, and I'm a follower of the leader, the Galal Saki himself. He is the greatest comedian in the earth, if not Egypt. Yeah, he is. I'm still learning from him. So yes, all the wisdom is you can learn from him because as a Toastmasters, we learn from each others. And the best practice that we can have is learning by doing. So if you are practicing about humor, about comedy, you need to use it during your speeches, not only for the humorous speech contest. Try to make it every single speeches that you can. At least you can try it in double topics. That's why Kawasaki will always win on double topic because he is practicing the humorous speech in every single double topics. Well, if you are notice, he keep on using his winning bits. Well, we call it bits in stand-up comedy, and I won't tell it because if you need to learn, you can learn from himself, the legend Kawasaki. Ilyas from Indonesia, sign off. Back to you, Neeraj.
Thank you so much, Elias, for for introducing us more about Galal Zaki. And we are happy to have, we are so lucky to have him in our today's meeting, and we are definitely going to have an education session with him and learn about humorous techniques from him. And this is gonna be so useful for the entire club. Thank you so much, Ilios, for joining in, and Zalal, to you as well. Okay, so this ends our today's meeting. Now I will